really well, putting a lot of pressure on their opponents and having really good recoveries, being very fluid, and just making their opponent's life miserable. Talking about miserable, Sigs puts a shot on target, but saved a lot of pressure right off the bat by Tough Love, but Paradigm being able to deal with it.
Yeah, very quick aggression coming in from Tough Love with really quick shots from Sig there, but Team Paradigm up to match them on the defensive end, and we've seen how offensive both these teams are. On Paradigm side, we have Paul and Kevin that have been very good on the attacking side with Misty as a support player, whereas for Tough Love, we've seen Furlash and Sig go ham on the other team's goal there, with Ake being more of a support player for them. So definitely both teams very offensive, and definitely be exciting which team comes out on top between them. And for those of you who don't know, the winner of this match will secure their spot in the grand finals, which is going to be a best of seven, I think, where the upper bracket promoted team will be having a game advantage over the other. So definitely a lot to play for here. And now Sig on the ball with Acres of space. Ballry is looking to put a challenge in, and Kevin gets it out of harm's way here. But Ake with another shot, but Ballry is equal to it.
Yep, a lot of pressure being put in by both teams, and still no goals justified. Both teams being able to deal with the pressure. Both teams look fairly comfortable with the speed at which they're going. Pretty much looks like this is going to be a game that's going to go all the way to the seventh game.
Well, as you say that, Ake makes it 1-0 with a beautiful shot on net coming from Furlash's pass off the back wall there, and Misty just unable to get a good enough challenge, a good enough read onto the play, and it ends up in a goal for Tough Love, giving them the breakthrough in this deadlock here. And Furlash quickly trying to pass it to the corner wall, where he gives up possession up to Sig there. Sig with a really nice 50, but Misty is able to calmly take it out. And now it's Paradigm's turn for the first time to attack against Tough Love's. As of right now, what we've seen, Tough Love has been solid on the defensive front, but will Paradigm be able to break them here? Well, we just have to wait and see. But what team do you have going through here, Ninja?
Uh, I want to see. I actually don't want to say anything about it. I just want to. Yeah, I don't. I don't have a clear favorite on this. I saw both teams playing pretty well, and the first game. I would say I'd like to talk about it after the first game rather than right now, as I don't know much about these teams just yet. Looks like. Even though Tough Love have the lead, looks like it's a pretty even game. Oh, a huge flip reset fake and to give a pass to Musty. Ball reads with the flip reset fake and then fakes the second defender as well, and Musty just has an open net to shoot at.
Well, that flip reset fake definitely got Sig all the way through, but Furlash not able to get a touch on the ball, and Paradigm gets the one goal back that they were trailing with. So definitely both sides have started off really well, but my pick to go through in this best of five is gonna be Paradigm. People always love an underdog, and Tough Love have been berating people with the amount of goals they have scored and the sheer potential of the team. But I definitely have Paradigm as one of the top contenders this tournament. So it'll be good to see how they fare up against a team like Tough Love here. But Furlash in lots of open space, but Paradigm quickly able to clear that. Now Misty looking to pass to Borries with a lot of space, and we know how dangerous this man can be with that kind of space. But he gets bumped out mid-air, and Ake passing to Sig here. Sig looking for another player, but Kevin is already equal to it up in the air. So we've seen good challenges from both sides so far. Both sides not giving up a lot of possession. Both teams trying to get infield passes in order to create opportunities. And as Ninja said before, infield passes can be brutal for the other team to deal with.
Um, I have a feeling that both teams are just testing the other team, not really pulling out their signature move or hidden skill or a special
Tactics.
tactic just
Yeah.
of yet, because this is a long series, and as I'm saying that, Kevin just passes it to himself around one person and snipes it from a really tough angle. 2-1 to Paradigm.
Yeah, going back on what you said, both teams definitely seem to be testing each other out, seeing what they can get away with and what they cannot. And somehow Kevin has managed to just take the ball from end to end and somehow scrape a goal from that play there, giving a lead to Paradigm. So 10 seconds ago, Tough Love might just be losing their first game in this series here. And Kevin just looking to kill time with this air dribble here and a nice beat on one of the tough love players. Now it's all up to Misty to keep the ball out of the net there. And he has a whiff, but tough love not able to take advantage of it. And they will give up game one to Paradigm here. So a very good start for Paradigm against a team like Tough Love here.
I was holding the breath in the on the last play that it looked like a goal with three people swarming, but looked like they were waiting for the pass. No one really expected the miss, and it just ends with uh, it just ends at 2-1, and there wasn't an equalizer. But it's a long series. It's a much longer series than the usual ones. This is a best of five, as you as everyone knows, and so they have quite a lot of time to get into the game, to figure things out, to figure their opponents out, and then make a comeback.
I completely agree. Tough love still, even though they've gone down a game best of five, being a long enough series for people to get their emotions back in order and get their mental in check. So definitely a long enough time for them to regain their confidence and put up a good enough fight to push Paradigm to its limits. But as of right now, Paradigm still holds game one over tough love here. But as of right now, Ballry is just taking it to the side wall, looking for one of his teammates in the middle, but no one to be found. Paradigm has taken a bit of a defensive front here at the start of this game, so maybe they'll be looking to build on from the back there. And now Misty with the ball, looking for Kevin probably in the middle. Decides to just clear it through Sig with an interception, but goes in favor of Paradigm. Kevin setting up Boris, but Boris unable to get a shot on target.
Yep, as you said, Paradigm bit more defensive to start off, but they don't mind switching gears instantly. Still, again, both teams just still not not committing too hard, still testing things out, still figuring out what works and what doesn't work versus this team. Looks like a demo is going to come through and a lot of pressure on the Paradigm side, but a huge 50 and a clear to neutralize all of that pressure.
While Ake
It
with a good 50 and somehow manages to beat two and set up one of his teammates here. And Furlash with an absolute banger, 121 kmph. And no way anyone from Paradigm is saving that. And Tough Love take a one goal lead.
Yep. Ake just staying there just a little
Oh,
longer. Oh, what went wrong there? I need to see that.
well, I'll have to
I
stop you there with this peculiar goal that just went in for Paradigm. After working so hard, Tough Love get their goal, but Paradigm instantly with the stroke of luck make it 1-1. That's gotta be very demotivating for Tough Love players.
Yep. They worked so hard for that first goal, and a kickoff goal going in, it's always gonna be bad. But these guys should be able to just bounce back from it. These guys have played plenty of games to get to where they are right now, and they've had their share of kickoff goals go for them and against them. So they won't be too bothered by it. They're putting a lot of pressure already. Uh, the ball has been in the orange half. for quite some time. But with this final 50, looks like they're going to be fighting for the a flip to work with, but not no one there to pass to.
It definitely seems like a repeat of how this game started off in the beginning. Paradigm seemed to be a little more defense oriented as of right now. Straight from the kickoff, we saw Boris with another attempt on goal but did not catch the back of the net. But again, going back to Paradigm being a little defense oriented, we saw Kevin take a flip instead and set up a pass play for another player in the middle, but just no one from Paradigm to be found. So it looks like Paradigm needs to push up just a little bit more, just push up their high line just a teeny tiny bit so that they're able to help in supporting all these passes and make it a goal or two just by attacking through them. But as of right now, Tough Love definitely been dominating on the attacking aspect with a lot of shots on net. Sig going for a bump on ball reach, just about missing it, but Boys with a good enough clear to relieve pressure from Paradigm's half.
I want to see Tough Love go for a little more demos, a little more physical plays. Talking about demos, Paradigm gets one on Tough Love, but the ball's going to go to the other side. Ball Reese though clutches it up, be really calm, gets it to the other side, and as soon as I was talking about demos, Paradigm gets the demo, gets an open net. Simple as that. 2-1.
While we didn't see a lot of physical play come out from teams this tournament so far, but Kevin being an absolute delight to play with as a teammate, just clearing the way for Baldies and Baldies gets them that lead that they have deserved quite a bit actually, even though Tough Love have been a little more attacking towards Paradigm. They just haven't not been able to finish these chances, and finishing chances is a huge part of this game. You can create as much as you want, but if you're just not able to finish them, then what's the point?
I feel like Paradigm have been showing a lot of different uh, attacking styles. They showed a lot of pressure in the first few games. Uh, in this game, they started off very defensively, and now with the physical play, switching things up, catching their opponents off guard. That's being the crucial factor that is the reason why they're leading both the series and this match by 1 goal. Tough Love though looks like they're gonna go for the same thing again, either a solo play or a passing play. Um, I really want things to be a little more switched up, a little different. I see some demos, but looks like they just happen not at the right time or a little there somewhere. I'm not sure where, but that seems to be the difference between the two teams right now.
Well, just like you said, Tough Love, even though being very attackive, just not able to finish the chances. And it looks like Tough Love has finally found their match. Ninja, we've seen Tough Love dominate throughout this tournament, but Paradigm has taken the first two games against Tough Love. So Tough Love have got a lot of work to do against a team like Paradigm here. So will be exciting to see how game 3 goes, as it looks like it's a must-win game for Tough Love here, as they will not be able to secure their spot in grand finals if they don't win this match, which is coming up. But the winner of this match will secure their spot in the winners finals, which is going to, sorry, will secure the spot in the grand finals, which is going to be a best of 7 with the upper bracket team taking a game advantage here. So we'll be moving on to game 3, game 4 soon. Oh my god,
Game
I
three.
can't remember.
If Tough Love are intentionally not using all of their tactics just of yet, and just waiting to actually go down to the lower bracket and then use all their special tactics on the grand finals, that would be a big brain move. But for now, we can keep those speculations as speculations and just enjoy the game.
Well, game 3 has started, and Tough Luck once again taking very huge attacking moments and a lot of pressure on Paradigm's half here, but still not able to create anything concrete, which is going to be quite worrisome as it's happened the past two games. So, what can they change about themselves that will give them the upper hand against a team like Paradigm Ninja?
I want a change of pace. Oh, talking about a change of pace, Kevin intercepts. Was it an interception or not even an interception? A beautiful pass, beautiful communication, beautiful pass, and a beautiful finish to put Paradigm in the lead. Coming back to what you were saying, I wanted, I want a little bit change of pace. Maybe they're going. It feels predictable. The attacks feel very one-sided, one-dimensional. I want them to intentionally fake, maybe confuse their opponents, maybe go for a demo, maybe something different that catches them off guard. That is what I would like to see. Uh, for now, you can see for now though, Paradigm are in top shape, putting up a lot of pressure, uh, kind of controlling the game, I would say.
Yeah, definitely it looks like Tough Love are playing the game at Paradigm's pace. And people in the backroom staff laughed at me for picking Paradigm as winners of this tournament. But Paradigm definitely proving my predictions right here. But Furlash trying to destroy all of that by just placing it into the top left corner. Is the caster's curse real? If it is, I'm so sorry, Trill. But as of right now, the game is equal at 1-1 with 3.5 minutes to go. A must-win game for Tough Love. Will they manage to get one over Paradigm? We'll have to wait and see. But this kickoff going in Paradigm's favor, but is no one is able to gain advantage off of it. Now Ache with a mistouch there, and now Misty just might be able to place it
Oh,
in the top right, stuck on
of the
the goal
post,
line, but
of the
manages to
first
push it.
post, and the second, and it's finally put in. Oh, that it would have been heartbreaking if that didn't go in. That was brilliant. Off the ceiling, on taking the spot onto the post. Oh, that was a treat.
A beautiful play by Misty. A very well placed shot ends up hitting both the posts. But at the end of the day, it was finished, and Paradigm have a goal lead over Tough Love. And once again, Tough Love on the back foot. It's going to be very disheartening to see for Tough Love fans out there, but they still have 2.5 minutes to get back into this game here. But Misty still keeping possession of the ball. Nice wall dash to still maintain pressure on the ball. Now it's Ake trying to dribble past one. Now it's Furlash trying to push it in the corner, looking for a redirect, but a good enough clear that relieves pressure from Paradigm's team.
Talking about the goals that Paradigm have scored, the last three goals were all scored in a different way. In the last game, you saw them get a huge demo and a goal. In this game, you saw a huge passing play off from defense, and the third goal was a solo play off the ceiling and just pixel sniping the post. But on the tough love side, though, the only goal that went in was a miss. Was was something that wasn't even intentional. Uh, they are trying to put a lot of pressure, but it feels like Paradigm haven't figured it out. They know what's coming, and they don't. They it doesn't really catch them off guard. But when Paradigm come, they have a different way of attacking every single time, and it just manages to catch a tough love off guard.
Well, I agree with you on that sense. Tough Love just have not been able to be creative enough to pique Paradigm's interest here. And each shot, they have been placing a lot of shots on target, but each of them are just normal long range shots, and those are just very easy to deal with at this level of play. So they definitely have to up their creative games, look for some infield passes, or maybe fakes, like how Ninja has said. So definitely
Or
have their
even
work cut out.
demos, or
Yeah.
even the physical part. Anything that throws their defensive rotations off. It might even be ball chasing for a little bit. Anything that sparks, anything that works. At the end of the day, oh, talking about demos, that's one, and that's a creative pass. A lot of pressure being put on, but again, not really the end piece, just not there just yet.
Well, Paradigm have maintained control of this game no matter what Tough Love throw at them. So this game just might end up in Paradigm's favor, and in a matter of 2 seconds, we will know who occupies a spot in the grand finals here. And it looks like it will be Paradigm that end off this nice best of five run with a 3-1 lead, I think.
Um,
Or is it a sweep?
it was